Hello. So we are in Q1. It's the first month of 2026. Lots of changes, and I wanted to come here and do a bit of a clarity session on what we're seeing in sales and what that means for sellers. So the title of this live is 3 Years Zero Hiring AI. And what does that mean for AEs and sales organizations? When companies pause hiring for years, they're not just pausing their revenue goals, they're actually raising the bar on who goes and who stays. So before the holiday, Walmart, who they don't need any introduction, they're one of the biggest, if not the biggest retailer in the world. Their CEO did a news piece, and he said that AI is going to change literally every job in the world, including at the retailer. And I have this on my phone, so I'm going to read through a bit of this, um, but some things to take note of. One of the things is that Walmart is pausing hiring for 3 years. They have decided to completely freeze hiring for 3 years while they evaluate their AI and their AI initiatives. And they're saying that it's not about replacing people. They're saying that now. Like, I think we can all read between the lines and kind of understand what that means. But anyway, they're saying they're not reducing headcount, but they're just evaluating and they're compressing roles. What does this mean for us? It means that in sales in general, leadership is starting to reevaluate who they have as sellers, how effective they are, and what their skills are, and if they're going to go or stay. They may or may not be saying this out loud, but this is exactly what's happening. So let me read a little bit more about this article where Walmart's saying that they are freezing their hiring for 3 years. Like 3 years, that's a long time. So they're saying that Walmart executives said artificial intelligence will have a hand in reshaping every job in the world, including at the retailer, otherwise known as the nation's largest employer. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said it's very clear that AI is going to change literally every job. And then he goes on to say that at Walmart, some jobs and tasks are going to be eliminated. So they're going to be on the chopping block due to AI. And at the same time, AI is going to help create new roles. So what else is he saying? He's saying maybe there's a job in the world that AI won't change, but I haven't thought of it. Executives at Walmart have already discussed AI's implication on the workforce during planning meetings with leaders tracking what job types will decrease, increase, and stay steady. Okay, so what we're seeing in general, what he's saying basically is, and this is what we're seeing across the board with regards to sales roles and in sales organizations, is that AI is not going to eliminate the jobs at first. At first, it's going to be a role compression, right? So we're compressing what each role does. We're expanding, like we're already seeing a lot of full cycle AEs, like more of those roles are coming to the forefront. So it's not going to immediately eliminate jobs, but it is going to eliminate average performance. Okay. So this is what we're facing if we're sellers and if we're sales organizations. This is what we're facing. There's fewer seats and higher expectations. And even if your sales leader wanted to keep the sales organization status quo, they're not going to be able to do that. And that is because of the pressure that they're getting from the C-suite and from the market in general to cut costs, make use of AI, make better use of AI, use more tools, and just have everybody be more effective. So where does that leave us as AEs? So what this means for us is that we need to up level our performance. Okay. Now, if you know me, I always talk about getting into the top 10% as AEs, and that's completely doable for most people if you're watching this live because I talk to top 10 percenters. If you're not in the top 10%, you need to make it your business to get there. If if you are in the top 10%, then to make yourself indispensable or to even up level your skills to the point where you can go anywhere you want, it won't make a difference what the organization is, what they sell, what they do. You need to get into the top 10%. Okay. So if you're not in the top 10%, it's fine. You make it your business to get there. If you are not in the if you're in the top 10% and you need to get in the top 5% in order to be in that small subset of sellers that is going to be highly valuable to their organization. And if you want to be a seller that your organization, that your leader fights to keep, that's where you need to get to. Okay. So part of the reason why we're seeing this is that, as you know, they're more sophisticated and they've caught on to a lot of the things that we used to do, right? So we're used to, doing the qualification, doing the discovery. I talk about that a lot already. We do the presentation. If you're in manufacturing, we do the demo if we're in SaaS or tech, and then we close the deal or what have you. That's no longer enough. We need to be able to elevate our thinking. That is really where the gap is. It's not AI per se, it's how you think about and how you use AI to progress your deals through the pipeline and to have those top level conversations with the C suite, with your buyers, with the people that make a difference that are actually buying your product, solution, or service. And also, your leadership needs to see you be able to think this way. They need to see you be able to think strategically and lead a buyer through the sales process in such a way where they understand that their business problem can be solved by what it is that you sell and that you can communicate to them. And not just that, but that you can bring new ideas to the table, that you can use AI in new and innovative ways in such a way that it's going to help you close more deals and move deals quicker through the pipeline. Like we just don't have the luxury of hoping deals go through the pipeline anymore in a decent amount of time, right? We need to be able to compress our sales cycle. We need to be able to speak with executives at an executive level. We need to up level our business acumen. So the gap is not, it's not do more activity. It is not do more activity. It is not do better discovery. It is, but it isn't. The gap is the strategic thinking coupled with the execution. This is what I help AEs do. If you're interested in that, you know where to find me. You can DM me here on LinkedIn. But this is where the gap is, and this is what gives human beings an edge over AI. So AI is going to help you with the planning and help you with the research and all that. But at the end of the day, humans sell to humans. Humans relate to human beings. And so you can use AI, and I'm totally not against it. I use it myself on a daily basis when I'm coaching my clients, when I'm talking to leaders, executives, et cetera, and AEs too. But I don't use it to use my thinking. I'm not outsourcing my thinking to AI, right? But at the same time, we need to, in this era that we're in, where AI is, compressing roles, it has the potential to eliminate jobs, rightly or wrongly, then we need to be able to perform at a higher level. And the way that we're going to do that is up level our business acumen, make that better, have strategic thinking, and marry that with the execution. Super, super important. So let's go back to this article really quickly. With AI, we're not waiting around. We are leaning in to make it work for our customers, our associates, and partners. Whether that's true or not, you can debate with me. It is what it is. I'm just quoting what he's saying. Over the next 3 years, it expects headcount, which is at 2.1 million. So they have 2.1 million employees. He's saying it's going to stay flat. Okay, let's get real. It's not going to remain flat. It is going to go down. Just like we've seen roles be eliminated, companies lay people off, rightly or wrongly, for whatever reason. But AI has something to do with it. And I don't think that we can debate about that. It just is what it is. So in order to make ourselves indispensable, in order to make sure not just that we're indispensable in our current organization, in order to make ourselves more valuable personally, right? We need to make sure that we up level our skills and that we are able to think strategically and connect that with the execution layer of what we do from day to day in our business. And you can take that skill set once you've mastered that, you can take that skill set anywhere. So if by chance your organization decided, hey, we're going to cut the bottom 20% of sellers and we're only going to keep the top 5%, right? You can demonstrate your skills, you're in the top 5, you're safe potentially. If you happen to fall below that, then you're probably going to have to go somewhere else. And are you going to have the skills to be able to land a new role quickly, or kind of pick and choose where you want to go or what you want to do, right? So once we up level our thinking, our strategic thinking, then we have that skill set that we can use in any organization. And it's super, super important. So, a couple of the things that we can start doing in order to take our skill set into the top 5%. If you're in the top 10%, awesome for you. But if you want to move in the top into the top 5%, that's what we need to do. We need to be able to lead buyer thinking and lead them through the sales process and through the buying process, and stop this transactional selling. I don't care if what you sell is $100 ARR. We still need to be able to have those conversations, because that transactional thinking, it's being eliminated. It's being eliminated by AI, because AI models and the AI tools can do that stuff. Like all of this automatic transactional stuff, these tasks, these automated tasks, these tasks that are really easy, quick and easy to execute, are already being outsourced and automated. So we're, as AEs, as sellers, we're doing none of that. So even if what you're selling is a low ticket item, you still need to be able to step up into leadership when you're having these conversations with your buyers. So we are relying on our strategic thinking. We are making a shift from just simple transactional execution to strategic thinking coupled with execution, and that is going to give you the edge, and that is what's going to put you into the top 5% of sellers. Okay. And what we're seeing now over time is we're seeing fewer and fewer organizations hit their targets. There are some, and I talked to a CEO the other day where his organization is doing really, really well, and it's strictly because of his leadership and how he's led that organization. But those are few and far between. And as sellers, our job is to protect our skill set first, and protect our income, and protect our security. Right there, there's no more job security, but you can secure your skills to where you can take those anywhere. Okay, so just to wrap things up, Walmart is freezing their hiring for 3 years. Let that sink in. 3 years. They're not going to hire at all. They're saying their 2.1 million in staff are going to remain the same. We know they're not. We know that a lot are going to be eliminated, and that headcount is likely going to go down. Like we know that. And they are evaluating AI across their entire business. So all the business units, from the cashiers to the stocking to even the salespeople. So if you're a seller, whether you're in manufacturing, tech, SaaS, it's going to affect you if it hasn't already. And please, please, please just make sure that you are really thinking about the implications of this, right? Because we get used to doing things a certain way. We get into a rhythm a lot. Like I was the victim of this too before. We get into a rhythm and we're just doing. And we don't really think about new and innovative ways to do our jobs and how new technology is impacting our jobs, so that we protect our income, we protect ourselves and our families, and we become indispensable to ourselves first, to our family second, and to our organizations third. And again, once you have those skill sets, once you have that way of thinking, that strategic thinking that is coupled with the execution, you're going to be valuable to any organization, and you will have the confidence to take that and have those conversations with any organization that you choose. Like, they will see that you are different. But again, this is only the top 5 to 10% that are doing this, right? And if you fall below that level, even if you're in the top 10%, you need to make it your business to get to 5. But if you're in the top 10%, you're already doing well. You just need to bump it up so that you're in the top 5%. Up level your thinking, up level your business acumen skills, so that you can have your skills for yourself and no one can take that from you and you can have confidence that you can provide for your family, you can continue to increase your income and grow it. It's really the top 5 to 10% that are going to thrive in this economy that we're in. Okay. So, my name is Leah. Again, I help AEs make that shift from transactional thinking to strategic thinking. You know where to find me if you want to have that conversation. I will be back next week with another topic and hopefully another news story. And I will see you then. Please do tune in. Talk to you soon. Bye now.